Okay. Hi everyone. The plan I think for today is going to be trying to. I think we're just gonna try to finish off getting the wannabe. The at least plan is to like basically just keep streaming until I get the wannabe. Now, no guarantee. It kind of depends on how long it's gonna take. I have 5 hours to be able to stream for. And I wasn't able to get my RAM yet. Hopefully by this week, this upcoming week, I'll be able to get my RAM sticks. Because the RAM sticks that I had gotten, or well, basically, so like we had just like found some RAM sticks, and we were like, oh, these ones should, these ones might work because they were DDR4, so we were like, oh yeah, maybe they'll work, and they did not work, unfortunately. So, I'm trying to. There we go. So yeah, they ended up not working. So we're gonna get RAM sticks that like actually match, like the ones that I already have, and so probably get another like 16 gigs for my computer, and that'll be very nice. But yeah, so I did a lot of things off of stream. I got the Magic Bane, enchanted it, put a bunch of enchantments on it, so now we deal 131 damage. Um, plus probably a little bit extra. I don't know. I mean, I also have like increased attack speed and other stuff. I don't know. See, a bunch of like attack speed and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Uh, suspicious. Okay. But yeah, so we're gonna try to get the wannabe. That's like I said, that's at least the plan. Um, and yeah, I mean, I already got a bunch of. I got a bunch of. Where did I put it? Probably into the system. I got a bunch of shulker shells. This is not where they're at. Are they in here? Yeah, literally right there. Um, so now we just need to turn all of these collector bees into hoarder bees. Yeah, and it replaced it with my helmet. That's really annoying. That is really annoying. Okay. Okay. 3 down, 12 more to go, I think. Something like that. We'll just do that. It equips all of them? Oh my gosh. So I can just have freaking. Oh my. Okay. This is annoying. This is really annoying. Why does it work that way? That doesn't make sense. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. I think we now have all of them converted, right? I need my bee bag. I had to name it because I just kept forgetting which one it was. So I was like, you know what? Might as well just name it a bee bag. Um, so we need to make the water bee. So we need two hoarder bee things, and then we also need the rancher bee. How do I get that? Sweat. I did get a sweat bee, so that'll be useful. I need to get carpenter bees though as well. Okay, so we have that. So I need a QB as well. How do you get that? I need a rancher bee and a farmer bee. Rancher bee and a lumber bee. Got it. Got it. Okay. So okay. Okay. So okay. Um. Then need a Pepto Bismol as well. And so I basically need to go to a jungle for that. Okay. So we're gonna get Rancher Bee, the QB, and not to be mistaken for a quarterback, it's a QB. Um, really stupid joke. Let me see. Um, okay, what is so we need a lumber bee, which requires the green carpenter, yellow carpenter, and green carpenter, which just need that stuff. We could probably honestly find because we only need like one of each. So if we just like kind of like fly around and look, we should eventually like find a green and yellow carpenter bee. I would think at least. And then we can give them we can upgrade their genes and I think that should work well in theory at least. Does this have if I can even find where they are, which is my gosh, how long is the cooldown for this freaking burning dash? Come on. There we go. Okay, so blue banded bee, we already have that. We need the carpenter bees. That's just what we are after. It's fine. I didn't want the terrain to load anyways. I just was just trying to explore. There's also just I'm assuming this is like a tier 1, right? Tier 1 dragon or stage 2. Okay. Same thing. Tier 2, tier 1, whatever. Blue banded, bunch of blue banded bees. Try saying that 5 times fast. Blue banded bee, blue band. Okay. Let's see. So mason bee, a bumblebee. Okay, sure. I don't think we need a bumblebee for anything. Um, green carpenter, green carpenter, green carpenter. Good. Luckily, those guys are pretty big. What do bumblebees even produce? Uh, nothing. Okay, they're just simply for riding around. Kind of like Yonk's mother. Okay, that was a really. He's not even here to defend himself. I feel bad. Um, now we just need a yellow carpenter bee. And then we can make our lumber bee. You know, if you asked me, like, a couple years ago or whatever, of me just, like, because I've been playing Minecraft for a very long time. And if you asked me, like, oh, yeah, what, like, would you use a mod that just involves, like, a bunch of bees and just breeding bees together and that's, like, basically all you do? I'd be like, no, you're a psychopath. Get away from me. And now look at me. I'm stuck here just looking for bees and traveling the world finding bees. You know what? I just realized I probably don't even have the yellow carpenter bee like added to the thing. I don't. Do I? I don't. Yellow carpenter bee isn't even yellow black carpenter bee. What is that? What is a yellow black carpenter bee? Carpenter. Is that just? Why is it called a yellow black carpenter bee if it's just a what? I don't. It's called a yellow carpenter bee, but for some reason the entity name is yellow black carpenter bee. Okay, well back to looking in the same places I was just looking. It's kind of like how like the sugar bee or sugarback bee is like it must be called something else because it simply just doesn't show up when you look for it in like the entity thing. But I have no idea like I would love to know what the sugarback bee is actually like called in the entity like radar menu because that would actually that because those bees are like tiny. I don't think they're quite like I don't think they're quite kamikaze bee like tiny, but I know they are like pretty dang small. So they're definitely not gonna be easy to find. There's a yellow carpenter bee. I know you can get a sugar bag bee from breaking like cocoa beans. I know you can do that, but I'm curious if you can like just find them kind of flying around. Because if you can, that would be amazing. That would be really good to know. Uh, actually, yeah, so I could actually put back one of them. I should probably just grab like a stack of honey treats and keep them. Oh my gosh, just like keep them on me at all times. So I think I actually do that. Okay, why do I have? I just barely noticed that I had those in there. Where's that sweat bee? Here it is. So let's go away from like all of the beehives when I do this. There we go. Okay, so we just need to breed the green carpenter bees together, and I'm just walking straight off my base because I'm not paying attention. Where did my stuff go? What? Where did I? Oh, I don't know how I did that. I somehow like put it away without even like realizing I did that. I am. I must be out of it or something. I'm not paying any attention. Okay, so we'll take these guys out. We will. Honestly, I should actually probably put these guys into um normal bee cages, so I think I'm actually gonna do that instead. Because these guys are simply gonna be for breeding purposes. I don't need them for literally anything else. So this should be, yeah, make the carpenter bee, um, or the lumber bee. Sorry. So lumber bee, and then we take the lumber bee and we breed it with the sweat bee to make a rancher bee. I think I probably only need one lumber bee. Oh wow, I can actually just like produce like any type of wood. That's pretty cool. Even like stripped wood too. That's pretty cool. If you like needed like specific type of wood, you could like get like a ton of lumber bees, and then just try to get like lucky and see if you can get like a really good lumber bee, or see if you can get like a really good type of wood, or maybe it like depends on like what it's. I don't know. Like it would be cool if it was like it's dependent on what type of wood it's like flowering, right? Like what type of wood you're using to like flower is like the type of wood that it'll produce. Like that would be cool if it was like that. I doubt it is, but if it was, that would be nice. Okay, so for the wannabe, we do need a bunch of rancher bees, right? Because we need um rancher bee spawn egg. I'm so curious if you can. I don't think you can use these on spawners. I think we've tried it in the past. Like I'm pretty sure I tried it on all the mods 10 and it just didn't work. So as much as I would love to try that, I think it would go poorly. Um, to be fair, I could just do it anyways and just give it a go and see what happens. Um, Mainly because I have so many, just just so much stuff that it just doesn't really matter that much. Like I have so many of these oops, I have so many of these like gene samples that I 100% could use. But uh what? Oh, yeah. I'll have to unclaim it so he can use it, but William the Questionable. Interesting. He has the waystone to my base, so if he teleports, he's got to do it himself. I'm just kind of waiting on him. We'll see what happens. To be fair, I should also probably use this little setup here of like breeding and like then destroying, like killing, squishing the bees. Does squishing the bees sound any like any nicer than just saying killing the bees? Uh, I completely forgot I have this. Oh, that went into the system because I have the magnet on. that there. I am moving the library. Not that I don't trust him, but I kind of don't trust him. Like he doesn't seem like a bad guy, but V1 kind of seems like one of those guys that will literally like do whatever it takes to like make it out on top, you know? Is there a lapis in there? There is not lapis. This should still be, yeah. Yeah, so I set up a redstone and a lapis bead. So now we have those. You must be like really lagging or something. Luckily, I don't really have that problem. Like my game doesn't. It's not a FPS problem for me. It's just a RAM issue. So it's not like the end of the world, you know. So yeah. So we need the rancher bee. We need the rancher bee, and then we also need the. So I need it for like the spawn egg, and then I also need the rancher bee just for making QBs. So I'm kind of thinking like I'll save one. Um, I'll save one of the rancher bees, and this guy will be for breeding purposes. And then we'll have. And then. Look at all the enchantments you get just from using my enchantment table. Okay. Well, I'm so glad that there's not like luckily the bees don't actually have to be inside or don't have to be outside to produce, you know? God, he is so lucky that I don't have just like a bunch of entities or whatever near here. I fully if he was like fully about to just like commit to like attacking or killing me or whatever, I'm pulling out the magic bane. I learned earlier that the magic bane can one shot you even like with this armor and stuff. So, and the way that I learned that was because uh the way that I learned that was I was fighting mimic cubes, and the mimic cube literally like copied um like my weapon and my copied my weapon and my helmet because that's what mimic cubes do when you attack them they copy like whatever you're holding. Um they copy whatever you're holding as well as your helmet. So like I was holding my weapon and then they copied my weapon and then it hit me and then it just one shot me. Yeah, like he's not giving a number, which would be helpful for fixing this problem if he would give us a number. Oh, he might have too much allocated. If he's doing 12, well, he's allocating 12. And he's got 16, like, in total. Like, I have 16 in total, and I only allocate, like, 8. And, like, my game runs mostly fine. Like, occasionally it lags, but I just use the Razer Cortex game booster option, which basically just, like, temporarily, like, reduces how much RAM your computer is using. Mainly because of like if your computer is just running for too long, over time it starts to like there's a word for it and I can't think of what it's called, but basically it's like your computer starts there's like it's like leaking or whatever. Like if you think of it, it's like leaking and it's and if you think of it as like yeah as like water over time it starts to leak and it leaks and leaks and leaks and leaks and then eventually it's like you have less water to work with than at the start. So but every time if you like restart your computer or whatever, then it's like it fills back up with water and then you can so if the longer you run it the less water you have to work with basically. And yeah, when you restart your computer then it fills back up and you're good to go. um and the Razer Cortex basically like temporarily like add it like basically like adds a little bit of water to it and fills it up a little bit. Not a lot. I mean like it'll save you like 2 to 3 gigabytes of RAM if you're lucky. Typically, if you have your computer running for a very long time and then you do it, then it's more like 1 to 2 gigabytes of RAM. Um, but and then it's like if you're going for a very long time, very like then it's only like it's like maybe 1 gigabyte. So it's like restarting your computer is obviously still the better option, right? But it's like a temporary fix. It doesn't last for like a long time, but it'll last you like a couple of hours, which is like plenty of time if you're just like playing for a little bit and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna get off and then restart my computer, that sort of thing. Also, I was talking and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. Also, well, although this has been going, so like it's pretty much it's fine. Do we need the QB for anything? Actually, now that I think about it, like, do I need him for like breeding? Because if I don't need him for breeding and I only need him for the spawn egg, then I can actually just go into here, put the rancher bee in, and then what do I need as well? Oh, I need the farmer bee as well. Okay, hold on. Then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let this go real quick, and um, then I can start producing. I need a lot of hoarder bees, and that's the problem. I need a ton of hoarder bees, and there's not like an easy way of getting hoarder bees. At least not a lot of hoarder bees, because what it requires is basically for you to like mass produce bees, and then you take those bees and you right click them with hoppers, and then you right click those because they turn into collector bees, and then you take the collector bees and right click them with shulker shells, and then they turn into hoarder bees, and then you would basically have to like squish the hoarder bees, and that's how you get that guy going. And yeah, I don't think we need the farmer bee for the wannabe, right? Like it's just yeah. Okay. And the wannabe you can't breed them. So, oh, and I also need to. So I need to find an ancient city anyway. Or unless I get a possessed warden, but that's gonna, yeah, that's a little annoying to produce. I think I'm pretty sure. Let me actually see. So warden. If I get a possessed warden spawn egg, well then yeah, there's no problem. But um, wow. Yeah, that's yeah, we're gonna have to get lucky if we wanna, because there's no way of producing Skulk Shriekers. There's no way of producing Skulk Sensors. You can obviously produce Skulk, but that, plus it's not like Skulk is, hard to get or whatever, okay. I can actually just keep doing Lumber Bee and Sweat Bee, keep producing more Rancher Bees. I can't use words, apparently. So now we have that Farmer Bee. And then now we can go over to here. Because, yeah, we just need the QB spawning. And QBs can't breed amongst themselves, right? No. And since we're just using the Farmer Bee for breeding anyways. Boom. Okay. So now we go over here. Go Rancher. We go Farmer. That produces the QB. Again, not to be mistaken for quarterback. And we just throw in those. And then I think this should. Like, I mean, this will work. Sort of. Ish. Not really. I need to basically, like, somehow do for this what I did with the other thing. I just don't quite know. Like, okay, so what I could do is I could put this and this over onto this side. Which I think I will actually do. Oh, my nose is so... I need a shave. So we basically just, like, put this over onto here. Take this. Go over to here. And what we need to do... I'm gonna basically disable all this stuff. For now. Because what we need to do is we basically need to take the QB, right? And then, so we want this to take from the back, right? So take from the back. Take it from the back. And then, I'm just going to move on. We're just going to take it from the back. And we're going to push it to the side. And then, we're going to say, screw all this stuff, right? And we're just going to ignore basically all of this. That ended up over here. We don't want it to end up over there. And then, so yeah. So this one, so I don't think we even need that one there, actually. So now this one here, because we still have that right here. So that pulls from the back, pushes it to the left, right? And then this will then push it to the back here, right? Ooh, okay. I see a slight. Ooh, you know what? Actually, there's not really an issue. It's more so just we do this, do this. So we basically like put that there, right? And we have it pull from the back and then push to the side. Realizing I could actually just um good. Okay. 'Cause the problem is what I need is like an actual chest. So I need that push to the side, right? And I need this guy to come in here and be like, hey, we're gonna pull from the right side, and it's just gonna be that, right? And then we're gonna push to the. Um, okay, sure. No, what yeah, okay. No, whatever. Not gonna question it. And then we basically just do like a cycle like that. And that's what we'll do. And that should work. And we basically just have it go ring around the rosy like this. And the rest of these rancher bees we can basically take and I don't pull from the right. I think that works. So yeah, now we'll get like a bunch of that stuff. But yeah, I guess it was just mainly like a bunch of ranger bees and not actually like cube bees. So I kind of forgot what type of bees I was actually putting into there. But yeah, that makes sense, I guess. So yeah, I mean, yeah, so this sort of works, kind of. It's not like a perfect setup, right? And I could always, like, if I were to like expand upon this and like actually make it its own like thing, then I definitely could do something like that. This is just kind of like how I was trying to do it, like pretty compactly. But I could actually end up putting it maybe like more like right here or something. And I think that would be better for like later on. It's just kind of like I don't need like a massive area for it yet. You know, not quite yet. And this is just a much like simpler way of doing it. So let me see what I need for a heart of the sea. Because eventually I want to probably do like possess Elder Guardian to get the heart of the sea drop. We'll see what Atlas says. I mean, it's kind of up to him, of course. How much honey do we have? We don't. I came over to check how much we had. Okay, we have 2,000. We should actually be good on honey. I think for now. For the time being, we're good. The main reason I'm worried is just because of like obviously we're producing a lot of like bees, so typically, you know, you use up a lot of your honey treats when you're doing stuff like this. So trying to make sure we have plenty to spare. So we have rancher bees. So like I could make some rancher bee spawn eggs. Um, I need to make another bee incubator actually. And I want to make some speed upgrades. I really don't know why it doesn't register that we have clocks. What the? I just like, cause I just like gently tapped it. Just a little too hard, I guess. Just gently tapped it a little too hard. What I could do is set it up like right here, right? And that produces the gold rods. Oops. Which, I mean, I guess could still be good, like, later on, maybe. I don't know. We might need gold rods in the future. Oh, my game just decided to magically freeze. It's because of my RAM. But, like I said, gonna temporarily fix it. Whoa, okay. And all those sounds just suddenly happen at once. Plus, it's getting really hot in here, so I'm turning the fan towards. There we go. Okay, there we go. My RAM usage went down decent chunk. There we go. Now we have a stack of that, so now I can turn all of this into wire. All of this into wire. There we go. So, get the gold spool. Get one of these. Connected it, and there we go. Servers hopefully temporarily off. If it doesn't, we've been having problems. We've had problems before, where the server just refuses to come back up. So I'm hoping that this is just a temporary problem. Dang. I was hoping Atlo was sent a image in the Discord about him having blood spells, and I was hoping it would be of he had like a heart stop. Based on the fact that it's not showing as old. Oh, there we go. Okay, phew. Usually it's like after like a minute it comes back up. So I was like, I didn't want to speak too soon, but I was like, I was a little worried. But I spoke too soon, and I was proven wrong by the server itself. The server itself was like, hold your horses, buddy. Tapping on my desk. Um, here's looking pretty. I mean, everything is looking good so far. Surprised that my RAM is like actually holding up right now. So yeah, we're just loading back in. So yeah, we'll be. So I got the I have the Rancher bees making the QBs. Um, only thing really left is the Peto Beesmong bees. Which is a really funny name. I love that name. And we'll do that. So now that will be pushing in, and then we go here. Why did I set this? Oh, I didn't need the. Oh, I need the incubator. I'm so dumb. Now I have to wait for the thing to... There. I can't spell incubate. Jeez. Okay. Of all the things that I don't have, it's somehow slabs that I'm, like, missing. And glass. Maybe I need to set up a glass beam. Does that exist? It probably does. To be honest. Come, game. Okay. Come on. Game. There we go. Oh my gosh. I made cauldrons. Where did the thing... Did I make the incubator? Holy crap. This thing is driving me insane. Okay. Okay. So there we go. So now that we have this... What did I need that for again? Why did I make the... Oh, that's right. I need it because of the honey treats and mixing that with uh, this. I'm gonna test real quick to see if... Because I should have like a bunch of ancient beams, right? Or netherite, yeah. So I just want to see what will actually happen. Oh, you know what? That does remind me. I do need a lot of eggs. I don't have a lot of eggs. Like, I mean, I do kind of, sort of, not really. And I had, and yeah. Oh, this is so slow. Oh, this is... I need multiple. This is so incredibly slow. I just make... I have to make a bunch of speed upgrades now, though, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, my nose is so... I might just go shave. Like, after this stream, probably just gonna go shave. There we go. Actually, why did I do that? Why? There we go. Okay, so now we have that. Wish I could add multiple. Wait, what? I can just turn these into normal. Oh my gosh. That would make life so much easier. Why? Okay, whatever. Can I just like hatch? Like, is that possible? Is that something I could just do? Just like hatch the egg? I don't want to cook the egg. I want to hatch it. I can make pickled eggs. Okay. Um. nest. Does this work? Can I? Does this? Does this do what I really want it to? Like if I just put eggs in there, well, they'll hatch, right? I guess we'll find out. Hmm. Um. Fascinating. Does hmm. I'm intrigued. I actually. Can I wait? Hold on. Can I? What? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that wouldn't actually be like that useful now that I think about it, but that's interesting. So like you can, huh? What sort of use could you have for that though? Hmm. What is like yeah, what is like something you could do with that idea? I'm also just curious like what actually like what happens here? Um um okay, I don't think the egg nests actually like do anything per se. They say that there's an egg incubator. So like can I just take okay. Apparently not. Seriously? Seriously? Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, I need an egg analyzer. Does it need power or something? What does the egg analyzer do? Okay, so its interface can be opened. Fuel. Okay, so you have to put redstone into it. It's a good thing I made that redstone B. And then this thing needs, yeah, blaze powder. It just says fuel, but I assume it does have a blaze powder symbol. So you could probably use coal, but we have so many blaze rods that if I'm able to use blaze stuff, I might as well. Can I put no? Okay. Kind of reminds me of like a brewing stand, you know, where the fuel for a brewing stand is obviously the blaze powder. Yeah, this definitely isn't a quick process. Definitely by no means a quick process. Oh yeah, and it just increases the chance of it hatching when you throw it. So it's not even like okay. How's everyone doing? It produced some eggshells. Okay, great. Ah, wonderful. Wait, does it do all of them in here, or is it like one at a time? Oh, it's all of them. Oh, what am I doing? I don't need this many incubators. Literally just need like one. Yeah, I'm not sure how like having all these birds is gonna help with like getting eggs, but um mean, I guess we'll find out. I don't know why we can't just have, normal chickens, but whatever. Oh, you're fine. You got hit with an egg. Relax. You're fine. Ooh, Roadrunner. I assume I can probably give them, like, seeds and stuff, right? Like, does that still work for these guys? I mean, they're birds, so I give it to the cardinal. I don't, I don't, I don't know what to. I don't understand. Why would he jump off? I don't get it. What is? I might need to kill that freaking. And there goes the Roadrunner. The Roadrunner has decided to just chill. Just like, see you later, man. Can any of y'all breathe? Uh. Oh, so many eggs and freaking not a single one convert, and not a single duplicate. Oh, well, that's not true. The heron, I got duplicates, but apparently those guys don't like eggs, or don't like seeds. Even though they're birds, so them not liking seeds doesn't make any sense. Because literally every bird ever likes. Screw off. I'm not in the mood right now, Mr. Honeyed Skeleton, freaking Honeyed Archer. You caught me at a bad time, so you had to die. I don't understand what the point of making these nests were if, like, they don't do anything. Like, you can store eggs in them, of course, but. And, like, I understand, like, they exist, right? Like, I understand what the point of them existing is, right? For, like, these exotic eggs. I just don't understand what the point of being able to craft them is. I mean, I guess for, like, decoration purposes, I guess that, yeah. I guess that kind of makes sense, actually. What are you, buddy? Oh, yes, my chickens that can't breed because they're all males. Because freaking Lotus killed all of my freaking normal chickens and then replaced them all with roosters. Which, if you didn't know, roosters aren't the males. It's like how, like, a bull is a male cow. Because the cows are females and bulls are males. Roosters are males. Chickens are females. Lotus killed off all my freaking chickens and then replaced them with roosters. We'll do that. That works. How are y'all doing? My freaking little zoo over here of animals that can't breed. Now I have a duck? Seriously? A duck? Honestly, I should just take the freaking roadrunners and from now on the herons and just say screw it to those guys and throw them into here. Yeah, I'm gonna start using the heron eggs as for my bees because anyone else at 100% yet? No. How did you? The birds that can actually fly are gonna be the most annoying ones. You are adorable, but like, come on, little ducky. This is not working. This idea here, not working. Oh, you know what? A couple of ducks? Ducks can't fly. Stop moving. Stupid duck. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put up a fence. Okay, who is meowing? Which one of you birds is meowing? Stop me. Can someone tell me which of my birds is meowing, please? I'm gonna go inside. Okay, so don't do macaws or kookaburras. Or whatever you are. Magpie. Okay. I'm so educated on my birds. I'm a bird enthusiast. For sure. Definitely. Definitely am. Technically, you guys don't know if that's true or not, so you would have no idea of proving me. If you could never prove me wrong. Oh, okay. Kiwis. They are funky looking birds, but okay. Sure. Get them to be boobies. Okay. Yep. We love those, but they can't grow. We're gonna need to do some implants for that. Why? Why do they make cat sound effects? Like, I don't understand. Woodpeckers can probably fly, so I actually don't really want to bother with. Pigeons can fly as well, obviously. Well, I say obviously, but that's after I. Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, magpies. We don't want to do those either. Cardinals. Okay, no cardinals either. I have a feeling the blue jays probably also. Kingfisher is probably not a good one either. Looks like they probably can fly. I'm gonna need more seeds. What kind of bird are you? Cockatoo. Okay. So we have boobies and cockatoos. Sounds like a salesman for certain adult websites. We have boobies and cockatoos. Are y'all breeding? Y'all breeding? Y'all did something? I think. Did y'all breed? Y'all smash? Y'all smashing? What are you doing? Oh, I heard a. Oh, this is gonna have to do. This is fine. We need more seeds. We need a lot of seeds.